Hey
Hi, Dina.
everyone.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Root Flame and Flow, a 3-month embodied ecstatic dance series. We wanted to do a quick info session just to connect and drop in to see what we're all about and share our intention. My name is Karen Vitello. I am a transpersonal coach, oracle, and spiritual guide, and ecstatic dance has been such a deep part of my transformational work. We can tell more stories later, but I'll let Dana introduce herself.
Beautiful. Thank you. My name is Dana Humphrey, and I'm a yoga teacher, and I've been ecstatically dancing for over 15 years. It's a huge part of my journey, and super excited to be offering this with Karen this summer. And my intention for this call is also clarity, just so that we can help provide some more information for any of you who are curious about what this is all about and how you can jump in. And Karen and I have known each other for about 6 years. We've been in really beautiful, deep transformational containers. Some of you may have heard of ISTA. We've been we've been ISTA sisters for over 6 years and co-organized events and really like being in this work together, whether it's deep transformational work or self-reflection. And we love working together.
I think it's important to say that we didn't intend to be in all of those transformational containers together. We just kept finding each other over and over again throughout the years. And there's a really special thing that happens when you're in transformational containers together. There's a level of intimacy and resilience that arrives in that sort of authentic kind of trials and tribulations of the soul. And the really cool thing that I've found about working with Dana is that I really learned that I could choose to work with people that I love and choose to work with people that resonate with my intentions and my desire to show up in conscious containers. So that's been such a joy navigating this path with Dana. And also, I'm losing my train of thought, but yeah, the other thing about all of our experiences together, we've been able to pick and choose how we want to hold space. We've been able to see what works for us and what doesn't work, or what might need improvement. And that's been a really fun experience to sort of peel back these layers of what makes a safe container, what makes us come alive, and what supports connection.
Yeah, exactly. So some of you might be new to ecstatic dance. If you're just hearing about ecstatic dance for the first time and you're like, what is that all about? Um, some of the general kind of guidelines around ecstatic dance is no talking on the dance floor. And that's just there's a space for talking. We have a space where that's available. It's just to provide a really clean space for the dance to move through you. And so that's one of our kind of pillars of ecstatic dance. Um, Another one is no cell phones, giving people again space to not worry about is their photo getting taken or is their video getting taken. Um, and also just a break to, put the screens, put the tech to the side and really be present, to allow the rhythm and the music and the resonance to be embodied for you. Something else, Karen, I don't know if you want to talk about this one. No shoes.
Oh, sure. Okay. I'm the no shoe person, apparently. Yeah, so it's very common to not wear shoes. In the origins of ecstatic dance, The whole point was to be connected with the earth and to also feel the vibrations of the music so that you could really kind of become one with that experience. I'm going to say take all of this with a grain of salt. We would really like people not to wear shoes, but we do support other forms of footwear if, listen, we're all human and being barefoot and dancing is sometimes difficult for the body. On the joints, on the back, I totally understand. So we're welcoming if you have maybe like a dance shoe or even sometimes those yoga socks can be supportive. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, there's, thinner sneakers that sometimes people can wear, but we just ask that whatever footwear you do wear, we ask that it's indoor use only. It's not something that you were walking all day in or, make sure that it hasn't been used outside if that's. But I really recommend, even like a ballet slipper, sometimes just have some tiny little bit of support can be helpful. Having said that, you have to remember that most people are going to be barefoot. So whatever footwear or socks you choose to wear, being mindful not to step on anyone's toes. So that's kind of what I'll say about that. Do we want to talk about any other kind of logistics about like
Yeah.
what?
Another important thing about ecstatic dance is an invitation to be sober. This is not a nightclub. It's not a place to drink alcohol or consume other extracurriculars. It's really a place to like move with the energy and the medicine of yourself and what's working with you right now. And I think something that you'll find about what Karen and I offer is really a lot of choice. Like we love choice for ourselves, and so we really provide a lot of that. And it's something that we really care about. And so even within these guidelines, like we really are flexible within those choices that you make and support you in listening to your body and listening to what your own needs are. Like that's really number one. However, the sober piece is important, and it's really to help you connect with yourself, and be really present to what's arising for you, and not, be numbed out or have something else happening.
I was just going to say, I just want to add to that, in this world of you know, constant phone usage and scrolling, and we're always being stimulated. We want to invite you to kind of put down these things that you might naturally lean towards in your daily life to really open yourself up to the mystery of meeting yourself in this unknown experience. Now, I think, should we go into like coming into relationship with ecstatic dance and the container?
Yeah.
So, yeah, coming into the room, just so everyone knows, it is a hardwood floor, so it's a little bit easier on the body. Um, we have, we're going to have many spaces for you to move into. We are going to have a potluck station, so feel free to bring a community offering that you could share. Um, we're also going to have a meditation area if you don't feel like dancing the whole time. Dana and I have been talking about how, our bodies aren't like they used to be. And so sometimes our bodies can only handle a certain amount of dancing. Like 45 minutes straight, I'm usually tapped out, have to take a break, and then I could come back to the dance floor. But we're going to have a meditation area. We're going to have a self-care station. Sometimes it gets really hot and sweaty, so we'll have an area where you can cool off. Um, do you want to talk about the
Yeah.
station?
We'll also have a creative station, which is more for doodling and art and creative expression through artistic means. And so like I said, we want to have a lot of options. We want to have a lot of choice. So, however you're feeling when you come in, if you want to have a snack, if you want to meditate a little bit, if you want to ground with some, you know, drawing your intention, and then you want to move your body and dance and flow with it, and then you can come back out and check out maybe you want a cool mist on your face to refresh yourself at the self-care station. So, we want to provide a lot of different things for this journey for you and hope it provides um, a lot of support.
Uh, Sorry, go ahead.
Well, so as you may have seen on the Eventbrite or on the Facebook invitation, this summer series is something that we're offering with a June, a July, and an August dance. And for some people, maybe you just want to come to one dance, or maybe your calendar only allows for you to join us for one dance, and that's wonderful. Come. We'd love to see you there. And for those people who tend to want a little bit more support or a little bit more connection, the 3-month cohort could really be a really beautiful option for you. I know in my experience being in ecstatic dance spaces and other types of conscious dance spaces, it can feel a little bit anonymous, right? Where I come, I dance for, 2 hours or 3 hours, or I'm there and I'm really in and I'm in my body and I'm dancing, but I don't have a lot of time to connect with other people. And so I leave like maybe not knowing anybody's name or not like really knowing who I've been dancing with all night. And so we wanted to create this cohort as a way to really connect the community together. Um, and we're hoping that this cohort will provide that. With the cohort, we have Zoom calls with everyone who's part of it so that people can share their intentions. There's a lot of support from Karen and myself through that journey. We have an intention call before each dance, as well as a WhatsApp group so people can stay connected and a very beautiful workbook that goes along with it.
I just want to make sure. I think you said intention before each, but I think we have an integration call after each dance, right?
Right. We have one intention call at the very
Yes,
beginning, and then
exactly.
we have a integration call after each
Yeah,
dance.
I just wanted to make sure that I
Yeah.
was getting that right as well. So, Dana and I, one of our core things, she mentioned it earlier, we like to have a lot of sovereignty and choice within our own lives. And, you know, we would be a hypocrite if we didn't also offer that same thing for our participants. And so I just want to say directly, there is no one right way to navigate ecstatic dance or this 3-month experiential journey. You can go as deep as you want to go, and Dana and I are here and prepared to support you through that. Or you can go as light as you want to go. This is for you. This is our way to be in service to the collective and to really anchor the importance of those lower three chakras. I think that this is a good segue for us to kind of talk about why did we even choose this? We could have chosen any theme, any fun theme at all, and yet we were really wanted to. I'm actually not even remembering how this happened. Do you remember? Yeah, see?
It's been wanting, I don't know, it seems like it's been wanting to come. And yeah, it's not like we were like attached to this concept and wanted to bring it. It's something that showed up, and we've actually been working with it through our own experiences too, of really being in that energy of what is it like to be focused on the lower chakra around safety and um the color is like dark red and moving that energy up, right? I think that's part of um what is exciting for me is like moving that energy up the chakras. So we start in that route where it's about safety, and then we move into a little bit more happiness, a little bit more pleasure, and then eventually to self-confidence and seeing like what comes up as we have to clear some things to be able to let that light through.
Yeah, something Dana just touched on it a little bit, but um, for those of you in transformational work, you know that when you are preparing to serve medicine in whatever flavor that medicine is for you, you yourself have to take that medicine. And so that sort of energy work has been showing up in our lives. And it's been really fascinating. I'm also an oracle reader and I've been tracking the collective energies. And something that continues to come up is our relationship with money, financial stability, and also our physical vessel, our bodies. And so, we're in the trenches as well, learning how to take accountability for these different pieces that show up. And we're in it just as much as anyone else. That's why we wanted to create this safe container because we know how deep this medicine can take us. And we wanted to offer maybe some things that we wanted that didn't get in our containers that we've been in.
Okay. So we really want to share this as an invitation to join us for the summer cohort for the June dance, the July dance, and the August dance. All the dates and times and details are all on the Eventbrite link as well as on the Facebook link. But one thing to note is that our June dance is in the evening, our July dance is in the morning, and our August dance is in the evening. And that's also really deliberate to um, also give space to like wake up and dance and notice what that difference is. And doesn't, it can be something on a Friday night, you want to let some steam go, you had a rough week, whatever you're feeling, and you just need to move your body, great. And maybe there's a different energy that's alive and present for you when you come in the morning. And so that's part of how this goes. Um, and we also wanted to mention that, if you are looking for that extra connection with the community, this is a really great fit for that, as well as the support through these maybe challenging energies that might arise if you want to, if you want to go that deep with us, it's available, and everyone can choose their own adventure. Um, and if you are looking at your calendar and one of the dates doesn't work, you can always pass along that ticket to a friend. It's totally fine. And you could still participate in the integration calls.
I do just want to make a distinction that in order to participate in the integration calls and the Zoom intention calls and receive our 24-page workbook and all of the other goodies that we have, you do have to purchase the cohort ticket. So we suggest purchasing it in the beginning. You get all three dances, you save a little bit of money. And if you know ahead of time you're gonna miss one, we can just contact us and you could either, like Dana said, pay your ticket forward, or you could still come to the integration call to receive that medicine to get that reference point of the evening that you missed or the experience that you missed. There's so many ways to come into relationship with this and others to do this work. Trying to think, what else should we say?
What to bring?
Yes, what to bring. So come as you are. That's the biggest thing. This event, there's no criteria for anyone to come. All levels of dance. You don't ever have to dance a day in your life to come. All bodies are welcome. Um, I always recommend bringing a pretty big water bottle. People get pretty dehydrated on the dance floor. A journal, if you are intentionally moving through some things, it might be nice just to have somewhere to compile that information as it's showing up for you. What else?
We will have, excuse me, we will have water refill stations. And if you do decide to join the cohort, you will have the workbook. So if you wanted to print that out and bring that, that could be a nice place to, reflect with some notes to yourself for some private excavation. And we hope to see you on the dance floor this summer. And
I have to jump in. We're also inviting everyone to dress in the theme of the chakra. So our first event will be, we welcome you to wear red if you feel like it. It's not a requirement. It's just sort of a fun way to start moving that energy. Second night will be the sacral orange chakra and then the solar plexus, which will end on yellow. So that's just another fun way for us to kind of come into community.
an invitation to, yeah, really wear those colors. And maybe you're like, I always wear black. That's my uniform. Cool. Wear black. Maybe you want to wear, a red undergarment or an orange undergarment, or somehow just know for yourself that that's um, an energy that you're calling in. So, however that works for you, however that shows up for you. And if you're getting dressed that day and you're like, no, today it's green, that's fine too. Like we said before, we want you to feel really comfortable and at choice. And um, we're really intending to create a beautiful, brave space where you can show up with all of yourself. And like Karen said, all levels, all bodies, and we welcome you.
Yeah, please come. And Dana and I are all over social media. Our emails are, you could DM us, private message, whatever it is. Please reach out with any questions or concerns. We're going to keep saying it. There's no one right way. You can come and sit on the sidelines the whole time. You could doodle the whole time. You could connect with others. I don't know that we said that there are spaces where you can talk. I don't know if that was mentioned, but we try to keep silent on the dance floor to really invite the energy and our presence inward so that we can slowly develop that relationship with our senses to kind of heighten that experience. But there's plenty of spaces for people for connection and getting to know one another.
Yay. So hopefully we'll see you on June 27th, and beyond.
Can't wait.